The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He was...
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. So let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Hines. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Call it a pickup of 3 and also now likely a punt on their opening drive.
It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down with Trubisky. Reception here by Rose. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Looking deep downfield. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Nobody Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time. And now look at him go. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, 72 yards. And the Pats have taken the early lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, it's Trubisky. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Sheldon Richardson able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
Returnable now for Woodson. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Patriots take over.
Their own 41-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
First down carry, it's Michel. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
2nd and 12. On play action, Rivers. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
New England.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Michel. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line. That's the end of the
start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Michelle. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Carl Lawson on the tackle. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. They'll run it. This is Michelle. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
On for the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now it's Hines. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
22. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. Now Trubisky to throw. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 18. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 2nd down now, Michelle. And he'll get this one up to the 26. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Michelle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down. So they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
They'll try to throw here. Rivers to Michelle on the screen. Near midfield at the 49. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll run on first down. Michelle. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Tackle made by Demarius Randall.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game. Or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Patriots.
First down, Michelle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, Hines. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They go play action with Trubisky. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And Michelle will have the first down and more. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Patriot first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. That's out to his running back, Michelle. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Push his way down to about the 14. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On it's the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Kick is good. So we're at halftime of this AFC wild card matchup as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach?
Set to kick off.
Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wild card game. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
1st and 10. At their own 28-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A huge play there on the screen pass. 68 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And they will run it with Michelle. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Patriots 27, Raiders nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And they have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
43-yard line.
Now Trubisky.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
A escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They run with Hines. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. That's caught by Waller out left side. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Now it's Trubisky. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more that they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
21 yards.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he's got this down to the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
They'll run on first down. Michelle. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
So now the field goal unit. Yards out, left hash. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. Then he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
The ball carrier.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he gets this all the way down to the Patriots' 21-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. A run on 1st down with Jacobs as he'll get this forward for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up.
So if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 2nd down. It's Jacobs. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Gain of 3 brings up 3rd and 2.
Try to run for it with Jacobs. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
And 1.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. So give him the 1st down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4. And the decision to go for it pays off. Here's Jacobs. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal. At the
play action. It's Trubisky on the move to his left. He's going to take off. Touchdown, Raiders.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
So now Trubisky will. Trubisky will lead his guys to the line. They'll go for 2 here. 2 got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. So give him the 1st down. 1st and goal. At the Patriots' 21-yard line. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Brings up 2nd and goal. At the 8. Play action. It's Trubisky on the move to his left. He's going to take off. Touchdown, Raiders. He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs. So now Trubisky will lead his guys to the line. They'll go for 2 here. Rosas to add the extra point. Oh, that's a fake. Goes on through 4.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and now he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. You see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the purse.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have bucked the trend so far. Sterling performance to this point. On the road, no less, in the wild card round. And they look to finish things off here in this fourth quarter. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. And obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. Open man is Myers. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on first down. From the gun, they run with Michel. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for
the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Steps away to his left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. This is caught. Watkins. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce It's out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. And they will take a knee here. Take the knee. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And they take a knee.